What is going on in this situation? Like, when did racism become so important in this country again? Let's look at this clip, guys.
Did you call him the child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him. Okay, why don't you have the balls to say it right now again? Okay. All right, that's what you say. Nobody dig into your. That little kid, you call him the little child? Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He took my son's stuff.
So that gives you the right to call the child 5-year-old and the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be the that.
I don't give a
Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
I don't understand, guys. When did it become so popular to actually become a racist just like this? Like, when did it become normal for a white lady to go to a park, hang out with her little kid, and as soon as a little black kid shows up and he's doing something, oh, that's it, I'm gonna call him the N-word. What kind of mentality is that? That is absolutely crazy. The way she went at it, like, you are talking to literally a 5-year-old kid. And plus, in this situation, the kid is autistic on top of that. So what's your excuse for the behavior that you had towards that little black child? Because I am sorry, but no child deserves the way she was behaving towards him, you know. No one deserves that. And that also sets him up towards what kind of future, you know, because that little kid, that little boy is, I'm sorry, but he's traumatized from that encounter with that white lady. And now he's probably gonna grow up thinking, oh, all the white ladies are actually evil or something like that, you know, because of what happened to him when he was 5-year-old and getting treated the way he got treated by that lady. And instead of, you know, using that situation as maybe an educational situation, for example, no, she actually preferred to go the whole Wild West. And she went the complete other way, starting on slurs and saying some bad stuff to that little boy. And thank God that boy had the parent right next to him, and the parent is pretty much the person who took this video. And thank God we were able to watch this, because this absolutely needs to stop in this country. Like, stuff like that does not need to be happening all day, every day, you know. People do not deserve that kind of disrespect. No one deserves that.
A story about a white woman shouting racial slurs at a 5-year-old
autistic
black boy in Rochester, Minnesota is going viral on the internet. According to sources, the 5-year-old took a toy from the white woman's child, which caused her to berate and chastise the 5-year-old by calling him the N-word.
So what? He took the little toy from the other child. They're kids. Kids don't know what's going on. That's why you as the parent, you as the adult, you're the one who's supposed to use that situation as an educational situation to bring more awareness to whatever was going on. And not, the N-word, the N-word, the N-word. What the hell is going on with you, lady?
Another man would step in because his children often play with the 5-year-old. A video would capture the exchange between the two adults, where the woman would continue her racist rant.
Call him a child? Did you call the child the word? It is my own business. You call him?
Yeah, she did.
Okay.
And she's acting all
All right,
tough.
that's what you say.
I can say it again.
Nobody dig into your shit.
A little kid just did, you dumbass.
That little kid, you call him the little child?
What if he acts like one? He's gonna.
Are you about to hit him? You chase him here?
He acts like one. What does that mean?
So that gives you the right to call the child.
Meaning all little black dudes are thieves or something? That's why you call him the N-word? What the hell is wrong with you, lady? That is absolutely crazy to think even like that.
5-year-old, the N-word.
If that's what he's gonna act
That's
like.
what you're gonna call him.
That's what he's gonna act like.
You know, that's a hate speech. And you can be
That's
recorded
what
for
he's
that.
gonna act like.
Huh. Okay, we'll see about that, what the internet has to say about you.
As the story began circulating
Yeah,
on social media
the
sites X
internet
and
is
other
pissed
platforms,
about this. The
many
internet
online
does
users would
not
chime in
like
and offer
the
their own
behavior of this
opinions,
woman.
shaming the white woman. One social media user would write, "The child she called the N-word is a 5-year-old autistic child. He's 5 and autistic. The comments defending this woman are absolutely disgusting. So much
See?
hate and ugliness. Remember these comments whenever God is judging you to enter the gates of heaven." Another social media user would agree
know
and
even
echo
how
a
can
similar
you
thought by writing, "She is disgusting. Her
protect
calling
this
that
woman. How can
5-year-old
you
boy the
defend her
N-word
in
is
this
unacceptable.
situation? Going like,
I
yeah,
don't
she
care if
was
the
in
boy
her
took
right.
her
She's
child's
protecting
toy.
her son.
Little kids
Come
tend to
on.
take toys from
Don't be a
other
dick.
kids. She should have went to the parents." One online user would point out that a child taking another child's toy is common behavior. He wrote, "The boy took her son's toy. Has she never been around children? Good on
Yeah.
that man for confronting her." One more user would predict the white woman would come out and apologize several weeks later after being identified, which is a common trend once
Exactly,
races have been
common.
publicly identified. That user said, "Can't wait to see the video of her crying saying she's so sorry and how she feels threatened." Now, Michael McWhorter, known as Tizzy ENT online, would repost the interaction to provide more context on the situation while asking for social media to identify the woman.
The kid she's going after has autism. He doesn't behave in
I mean, I haven't seen that video yet. The girl is not being threatened.
a neurotypical way. And even if he didn't have autism, nothing he could have done would justify her calling him slurs and pursuing him physically, which is what she says she was doing before this guy intervened. He said after he stopped recording, she sat down, hurled more slurs, told him and his wife that they should leave the country, and then got on the phone and acted like she was calling someone to come down there and handle things. Fortunately, no one came.
Nothing justifies the way she acted towards that little boy. I'm telling you. And if you're telling me, no, she was in her right, whatever, then I have also a problem against you.
She packed up her child and left. But this woman is a danger to children. She doesn't need to be on a playground or around other kids. And she has at least one child of her own, which is also concerning. So Rochester, Minnesota, someone do me a favor. Take a close look at her tattoos. You can see her face clearly. Someone please tell me who she is.
Of course, the internet would do its job and have allegedly identified the woman in the video. A social media user would comment, "Dang, Reddit
It is
fast.
concerning.
Shiloh Hendricks is her name. They got her address, phone number, and maybe her employer." Another user under Tizzy ENT's page would say, "Sorry, but once she's found, her job, friends, family, and neighbors better start reevaluating. You don't call a 5-year-old autistic child
damn, they found
N-word
her.
and get to chalk it up to a bad day. That's who she is." As of now, it's unclear if actions have been taken towards Hendricks, if that's her real name. However, we've seen white women who've used racial slurs publicly face consequences and later regret their actions. And a lot of people are hoping this woman is next on the list.
No, my thought is that woman, of course, that not deserve to get threatened, whatever. No one deserves that. But that woman needs to come out and say sorry for whatever she said, because the behavior she had is not right. Especially towards a little boy, a 5-year-old boy we're talking, you know. And boys, you know, little children, they're gonna freaking do whatever. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what they're doing. That's why the woman, she did wrong. And apparently, from a little bit of research, I was able to actually see that this woman, from everything that's going on, might have something happen to her, and that's why she opened up an account. She has a crowdfunding account, and basically she's trying to get some donations, basically some money out of people online. And she went there and she told her story and everything. And basically from there, guess what happened? People actually started donating. It started going from $5, $10 to $50 to $100 and to even more. the goal went from $350,000 to $500,000 to $1 million currently, and currently it is sitting at more than $750,000. So you're telling me that the people in here in the US are ready to compensate some woman out there online for spitting some racial slurs? I mean, what kind of country are we living in today? Because if that is truly the case, I am sorry, but it's really scary. If literally nowadays, right now, I go out and I start on spitting racial slurs and somebody posts it online and I put a crown found and then I'm rich? What kind of mentality are we installing in this country where, you know, it's the bad behavior that always wins in a way? Why cannot be the good behavior that at the end wins, you know? And it's kind of terrible that we come up to these kind of situations nowadays in this country. And it's, just like I said, dangerous. And so hopefully you guys watching this video, be careful, stay protected, because nowadays no one knows what can truly actually happen out there. So better stay safe and just ride the wave, you know. And remember that this kind of behavior is not the right one. Please remember that. And it's not a fact. Just stating my opinion. And from my opinion, this is not the right one, you know. And in my opinion, I believe that a whole lot of people are agreeing with me. And on that note, don't forget to like this video, share it to more people so that more awareness gets brought to more people. Subscribe to the channel and go watch this video right here.